Greetings and welcome. This is Laura from the Internet Lifestyle Network, and I'm really excited to bring some value to you today from Mark Hoverson's Solomon CEO 10 million plus training. I've just finished watching this 4 times in the last few days. I know that I'll watch it some more. This particular part of the training is called Supremacy of Speed, and it's had a huge impact on me, and when I come across something awesome, I really can't wait to share it, so I'm excited to be bringing it to you today. Before I do, though, I want to ask you a question. I want you to be very honest with yourself. At this point in time, is your business running you, or are you running your business? And the reason I ask that is that, I can speak from experience that when you're building something, it seems like that to-do list just like it never ends. There's always something to be done, and it almost starts to feel like your business owns you instead of the other way around. And it's not fun. What happens is we start to resent what we're doing. It's like you almost start to hate your business. And that's not how it should be. We're building something huge here, our dream, our legacy, and that should be a pleasurable process. The creation of wealth should be a pleasurable process. And so keep this concept in mind as I'm talking, because the idea behind these things that I'm going to share is to help flip that and change it so that what we are doing is enjoyable. Okay, and so I also want to say something that I learned about Mark Hoverson in this training that I did not know. When somebody's doing what you want to be doing and has what you want, you go find that person or those people and you listen to them and you apply what you learn and, internalize it. And I've been doing that. I've been really making myself a full-time student of Mark Hoverson, if you will, and so I already have a lot of respect and integrity for him. He's an 8-figure earner. He's a giant in the online business industry. What I did not know, though, is that he started his online business in the public library because he couldn't afford a computer at the time. So not only is this somebody who, is living the dream that I'm seeking to live, but he's also been where I've been, and been where a lot of us have been, which is, through times of extreme financial struggle and adversity. And so, those struggles are another part of just the journey that we should be saying thank you to, because they make us stronger, and they, getting through them and learning through them helps us have success and, again, enjoy what we're doing. And so 3 concepts from this that I'm going to go through, and I'm just going to name them, and I'll talk about them a little bit more in detail. But the first one is diligence in your business. The second one is speed in your work. And the third is listening to and heeding the wisdom that's in the marketplace, because it's really all around us. And so to just talk about diligence for a minute, diligence, that idea is, it's really taking on an attitude that you're serious about this. This is real to you, and this gets thrown around the industry a lot. If you treat this like a hobby or a part-time job, that's how it's going to pay you. Well, it gets thrown around a lot because it's true. You need to take it on an attitude of, I'm going to do this no matter what. If I have to stay up all night, if I have to outsource and get help, whatever that looks like, I'm embracing this wholeheartedly. And in doing so, we start to see success come from that, and success is very enjoyable. It creates, again, pleasure in what we're doing. And so another part of this is the idea of mastery and repetition. I know from being an athlete that when something is new, it can be really agonizing at first. And also, having come into this field, this industry a year ago myself, having come from a psychology background and working with kids, a lot of this has been new. And so, I've gone through that process myself of some of it being kind of agonizing, but the thing that we need to do is just keep repeating and repeating and repeating until, not only is that thing, whatever it is, whether it's getting on the phone or sending messages or creating videos, whatever that thing is, you keep at it until not only is it not agonizing, but it becomes natural, almost second habit, and you begin to enjoy it, which is absolutely possible. So, moving on to talking about being speedy. Now, first thing to say is that being speedy in your work is different than being hasty, and hasty is also a place I've been where you're just running around and you're just taking action, but it's not organized, it's not productive. You're busy all day long, but you really have nothing to show for it, and it's very frustrating, and it's another thing that can result in, hating what we're doing, because you have nothing to show for it, and you're stressed and busy all the time. So being speedy in your work is, avoiding like an I'll do it kind of later kind of attitude, being a slacker. It's being swift and firm and clear in your decision making and making things happen. Again, the result is that good results happen, and we'll enjoy what we're doing more. So another thing to think about is that in this, if you're really looking to build something big and long term, a good enough attitude, like I did it, but I could have done it better, that's not going to work. That's going to keep you poor. to put it bluntly. Mediocrity is not your friend when you're trying to create success and wealth. You have to go after it, to kind of summarize, adapt, pivot, overcome, switch it up. Whatever you need to do, you need to stay one step ahead and do those things if you really want to have results. So this last one, heeding wisdom in the marketplace, is one that I'm really experiencing right now. I've had some great mentorship come into my life recently, and when you make a study of this, I like to say that I made myself a full-time student of the game. But you pay attention to what people are doing that are having success, and what's working that you're observing, and you pay attention to it, you study it, you learn it, and then you apply it. And when you have wisdom come into your life from people who are having success, who are having the results that you want, you need to be careful about that. You want to make sure they're people that you should actually be listening to, but you need to listen and you need to apply. One of the worst things that you can do as a new person is say, I know, to somebody who's been doing this a while. Even if you do kind of know, just be quiet and listen and apply it. And so, it's a matter of accepting counsel is a good way to put that. There's a statement that Mark makes that comes out of Scripture. That's where this teaching comes from Proverbs, and it's the complacency of fools will destroy them. And complacency is knowing what you should do but not doing it, and it will absolutely destroy you and your business. So the most important part of this is the integration. This is where most people will stop, and meaning like they'll nod your head and say, this all sounds really great, awesome stuff, and then not do anything with it. So here's how you really integrate this material. This is what I love about Mark's teaching, is that he always includes this part. So integration in this case would be asking yourself, who is waiting on me right now? Is it your business partner waiting for you to make some decisions, sign some paperwork? Is it your family is waiting for you to take care of some things? Who are those people and what are those things? Make a list and knock them out and get it done. The second part would be really taking a look at who you're waiting on and pushing on that. Who's getting in the way of your progress? Is it an order? Is it a company that you're waiting to launch or something like that? You need to go push on it and adapt a radical do it now kind of determination. So lastly, the point I want to make is that this information is not for somebody, not for somebody who's looking to make a little bit of money, like 50,000, 100,000. This is for somebody who's open to and very receptive to the idea of creating millions of dollars and big wealth. And I've heard this from people that, I'm not willing, and Mark makes this point, I'm not willing to be like that to do this. They want it to be easy. And, the answer to that Mark gives and that I love and will adopt myself is, what if being like that involved having integrity and honesty and running your life and business really at the caliber of, say, an Olympic athlete? Like, who wouldn't want to be that way? So I guess a question for you to end up with is, which one are you? Which category do you fall into? Somebody who's not willing to go the distance and be like that, or somebody who's willing to really make this happen? So I see that the sun is coming behind me, so I'm going to hurry up and wrap up this video, but what I do want to end with is that, I'm going to put a link below this video. I'd really love to connect with you on Facebook. Please do send me a friend request and a message. I'm also going to put a link where you can go and access some of this training for free for a week. Go take your 7-day trial. If you're not, you're missing out and your business will suffer. So with that, I'm going to wish you an amazing day. Get your free 7-day trial. Go ahead and take that and contact me on Facebook, and I will see you in the next video.